Utah will take the floor in their purple road uniforms trimmed in green, gold, and white. And Detroit in their home whites trimmed in red and blue, 4-3. It's 85 out in Salt Lake. Tonight's tip-off is brought to you in part by FHP. More Utahns trust FHP than any other HMO. FHP, the better value in quality health care. So Eaton steps in with Sally, and the ball's tipped back to Isaiah, and we're underway. Айзейя Томас right side, matched up with John Stockton. Isaiah right to left up top, swing it wide left to Lambier. He'll go low to Rodman, got him a blue. Eaton helps out, knocks it away, but Rodman gets it back on the left wing. Rodman raises from 20 out. It's up on the rim, no good, and Karl Mэлoun for the rebound. He'll hand to Stockton. On the Jazz quickly into the front court. Stockton off the Karl Mэлoun screen. Stockton looking as he terminates. Karl rolls inside. Sally fronts him now to go into Karl. Back out front to drive the middle, split the defenders, lay it over to Eaton. Mark knocks it down and picks it up. He tries to go down the middle. That's knocked away. Gets it back to Stockton. Straight away jumper. Good. Stockton. About a 16-footer.
That was an awful long way to get to that particular basket there, but a good shot there by John Stockton.
Joe Dumars, right to left, off the John Sally screen. He'll go back to Lambier from 20 out. The shot good. Lambier.
And that's a worry for the Utah Jazz, stopping Lambier from the perimeter.
Great shooter if you give him time to square away facing up. Front court Stockton to Jeff Pannone on the angle left. Try to go up. Dumars knocks it away, and John Sally comes down with the ball. Over to Айзейя Томас. Айзейя snap it wide left to Lambier. Down low to Sally. Got it by Karl Mэлoun. Sally squares on Karl. Fake back him in. Turn off. Balance jump shot no good. And a mailman rebounds. Quickly to Blue Edwards. Down the right side. Blue pull up. 16-footer from the angle right. That's too hard. Tipped out by Stockton, but it's grabbed by Joe Dumars. On Detroit on the move. Down on the right corner. Айзейя from 18. No good. On a rebound to Jeff Pannone. Well, the score tied at 2. And Jeff will slow it down, and the Jazz go to the half-court game. They'll work to Stockton, left side. Stockton looking in for Karl Mэлoun off the Blue Edwards screen. Stockton lobs alley-oop low. Karl's got it inside and score it. Got in front of Sally for the layup.
What a steal. He had great position on that play. Nice pass there by John Stockton. Offensively for the Detroit line, I'm talking about Sally and Rodman. Not a lot of scoring from the outside.
So it's 4-2 Utah. Lambier the screen, and Isaiah drives for the layup. Crisis into Jeff Pannone and scores it. No foul on the play, and Isaiah ties the score at 4.
You know, I think there's one thing we ought to point out early in this ball game. The press, the media, as well the team, period, has been talking about they have not been able to get the calls. We'll see how things go tonight.
Stockton on the left wing. He'll yo-yo there. Karl Mэлoun the screen. Stock behind it. Now Karl rolls inside low. They go to Karl. They double him up. Lambier comes over to help. Karl whips across court to Blue. Off balance jackknife jumper. Round and out. Rebound. Rodman taken away by Blue. He misses. Eaton slaps at it. Can't get it. Lambier rebound. Down the court. Front court left to Isaiah. Isaiah to the free throw line. And Stockton reaching from behind will pick up the foul.
Well, what great control Айзейя Томас has with the basketball. He dribbles very low to the floor, and he just has great ball control.
Dennis Rodman will inbound right side front court. Rodman into Isaiah. Isaiah straight away, straddling the three-point line. Over the left corner to Dumars. Got it by Jeff Pannone. He'll fake right, go left to the base. Pull up. A high arc shot is an air ball. Pulled down by Eaton. Ahead to Stockton. Jazz are on the run. Stockton to Jeff. Base right. 10-foot hopper. Won't go. Rebound. Blue fights for the rebound. Commits a foul. Coming over to back up Dennis Rodman.
And that type of a foul, the coaching staff, Jerry Sloan, Phil Johnson, they will not be mad at a guy going to the offensive boards like Blue just did.
Jeff Pannone missing his patented easy jump shot. And, of course, then Blue went over the back for the rebound and got the foul. Isaiah, front court. Isaiah faking left, taking it right. Cross court left. Here's Lambier open. A jump shot up and over the backboard and out of bounds. Jazz basketball. Got no arch on the shot, and Lambier knew it. He shot it flat. Might have kicked up and over the backboard.
Yes, he knew it when he left his hands. He made a shooting gesture after he missed the shot, so he realized it.
Okay, Stock with the ball. John front court straight away. He'll peel off left. He'll bounce that way to Jeff Pannone. Square away. The jumper again. No good. He had 20 rebounds 2 nights ago at Miami, even though the Pistons lost. Isaiah feed it underneath to Rodman. Back in the right baseline. They'll go to Sally. Cross court. Lambier underneath to Dumars. Dumars spins it up top to Isaiah from 20. The jumper good. Айзейя Томас, his second field goal. 6-4 Detroit.
You know, he's been averaging 22 points a game. The shooting percentage is way down, about 38%.
Stockton in front court. Wide left to Karl Mэлoun on the wing. Stock cuts through. Karl goes back up top to Eaton. Mark holding it high. Wide left to Stock, looking into Carl. He's got him low. Carl turns in again, put it up, won't go, he's fouled. Carl Mэлоун with perfect position, and Sally on his back gets the foul, the first against Detroit.
You know, even though John is 7 foot tall, there's no way he can guard Karl Mэлоun, giving him that type of position. Nice pass there by John.
So the mailman on the line. He'll shoot two. Carl for a pair. A mailman with an average of 29.9. The first free throw, no good. Carl's over 75% on the year. The mailman at 75.7. He leads the Jazz 6. He had 35 points against New Jersey 2 nights ago and 14 rebounds. The mailman for one more. His second free throw on the way, and that's good. So Karl Mэлоun has 3 points in the game. 6-5, Detroit with the lead. Joe Dumars from McNeese State, the most valuable player in a world championship year for Detroit. Right side, Isaiah. And Dumars holding. Blue fronts him inside. They take it up top to John Sally. Now loaded to Rodman. We got a kicking on the ball and a reset of the clock for Detroit before a fresh second. Rodman inbound, right side front court. He'll hand in to Joe Dumars. Dumars up top, spin it to Isaiah on the angle left. Isaiah fake right, go left to the base. Stock right with it. The jump shot up and short. On a rebound grab by Stockton over the baseline. Now Stock crosses midcourt straight away. Jazz will go to the half-court game. 6-5 Detroit with the lead. Stockton off the Blue Edwards screen. Peels to the right. Drive it back to Blue in the paint. 10-footer up on the rim and good. Blue Edwards from John Stockton. Nice. A quick release.
Yeah, that was a nice pass there by John Stockton, but Blue released the basketball very quickly. Nice shot.
Isaiah right side. Up top to Lambeer. Around the horn. They'll work it to Dumars. He'll fake left, go right, leap and lean down the barrel. 18-footer up on the rim. No good. Karl Mэлоun chips it away, and it's grabbed by Blue. Knock to the middle. Jazz with a 1-point lead. Stock up top, fakes the shot. You're wetting with the ball to the right side angle to Blue Edwards. He'll go low to the mailman. Inside, fall away from 12. Baseline right, the shot rebounded by Dumars. Down the right side in a hurry to Isaiah. Thomas lobs across court. That's knocked away and picked off by the Jazz. Stockton with the ball. Stock to the middle. He's got Blue on the left. Blue Edwards pull up. Fake, leap and lean. Bank it from 10. Good. Blue Edwards. His second bucket.
Boy, is he off to a great start this year. He's leading the team in field goal percentage, shooting about 58%.
Blue gets his second bucket in 5 tries. Isaiah with the ball. The Jazz up 9-6. Thomas yo-yoing at the top of the lane. He'll spin it right side of Dumars into paint underneath. All alone for the layup. Dennis Rodman. Rodman gets it. 9-8 Utah.
Nice look there. Both players, Blue Edwards and Jeff Malone, doubled on Dumars.
Jazz are 4 out of 10. The Pistons 4 for 11. Karl Mэлоun's pass underneath the Blue, knocked out of bounds by Dumars. And we got a timeout taken by Detroit. 5 minutes and 52 seconds left in the opening quarter. The Pistons will talk it over. And the score here in the early going, Utah 9 and Detroit 8. On with you, our State Farm halftime report. As the Jazz lead here 9-8 in the early going of the quarter, 5:52 remaining. Let's take a look at our scoring leaders, brought to you by Les Olson Company and Sharp. Les Olson is Sharp in Utah. Michael Jordan averaging 33. The mailman second. Booner at 29.9.
And both players are off to great starts, and they're just carrying their teams right now. Michael Jordan's just unbelievable.
All right, we go back to live action. Jazz ball, Karl Mэлoun inbound. They line up 2 under 2 out. They'll scissor off. Karl looking. Right base to Jeff. Baseline right. Jeff Mэлoun hits a 10-footer.
You know, the Jazz get a lot of mileage out of that out-of-bounds play.
Jeff's first bucket in 3 tries. The Jazz lead 11-8. Here's Isaiah right to left off Lambeer. Isaiah wide left to Dumars. He'll take it down low to John Sally. Turnover, Karl Mэлoun. That's flat. Rebound fought for. Rodman's got it. The paint knocked away by Eric Murdoch. Stockton for the Jazz. Now Isaiah to paint, and Murdoch knocks it away with a foul.
Eric Murdoch has great hands. He has very quick hands, but Jerry Sloan wants him to concentrate on playing the good position defense first and come up with the steal second.
Isaiah with 2 buckets in the game. 2 for 3 from the field. Shoots 2 here. Out at the line for the first time in the game, and the first one is good. 5 for Isaiah. Isaiah for 1 more. And a high arch shot is good. 6 quick points for Aizeyah Thomas. He's 80 at the line. He leads his team in assists with 51 and steals with 17. He's the top scorer, averaging 19 a game. Murdoch, right side of Blue. Blue backs it down in three-point range. Baseline right to Eaton. Blue cuts by to go back to Blue. Leap and lean. It's too hard. Rebound knocked down. They fight for it. It's picked up by Joe Dumars. Quickly to Айзейя Томас. Down the left side of Rodman. Stolen by Murdoch. Great play by the rookie from Providence.
Great court awareness in the passing lane. Got him 2 points.
All right, front court. Dumars with the ball. Jazz lead 13-10. Dumars straight away. Looking for Айзейя. He's got him left side. 10-foot leap and leaner. He got it. Well, Айзейя has 8 in the game. 13-12, Jazz. Murdoch crosses midcourt. Murdoch straight away. Free throw line angle right to Jeff Malone. That's no good. Dennis Rodman up high for the rebound. Quickly to Айзейя Томас. 90 rebounds coming into this game. Left side, Lambier fakes Eaton away. Leap and lean from the angle left. Won't go. Rebound, Lambier. Foul. The big guy, Mark Eaton. Lambier shoots 2. As we talked to the pregame, Rodman and Lambier fighting that offensive board.
You're right. Dennis Rodman's averaging somewhere around there. Even though he shoots a lot of his shots from the outside, he eats glass also.
Thurl Big T. Bailey, along with Mike Brown, check in for the Jazz. By going out, Mark Eaton and Blue Edwards. On the line, Rodman will come out for Detroit, and Orlando Woolridge checks in. Detroit Pistons, Woolridge coming over for Denver in a trade where they got 2 second-round. Well, they got a second-round pick and Scott Hastings, and Orlando Woolridge comes to Detroit. One more free throw for Lambier. After converting the first, score tied, and Lambier gives Detroit the lead with a second free throw. Detroit 4 for 4 at the line. They lead now 14-13. Jeff Malone walks the belt high dribble down the left side, picked up by Joe Dumars. They'll look inside for Karl Malone, left corner to Bailey. Bailey looks, holding, faking, now low to Karl, lean in, off balance and score it. No foul called, and Karl got the bucket on a dandy. He has 5 points. Now the Jazz take a 1-point lead. Айзейя, right hand, left hand, seesaw on that dribble, pirouetting in the paint. He'll go up top to Sally. Sally fakes Mike Brown, go underneath for Lambier, knocked away and out of bounds by Murdoch. There's Jazz on the defense, Detroit ball.
The defense applauds Eric Murdoch for his good play there. He's a mover. He's like John Stockton, both.
All right, Woolridge inbounds, baseline right to Dumars, up top to Lambier. They'll go inside of Sally, the turnaround good. So Sally the bucket. Detroit with a lead of 16-15. Murdoch down the left side. Eric southpaws the belt high dribble. Trying to wait for the ball. We got a pushing foul. Jeff Malone trying to post up. Pushed off against Dumars, and they got him. So Jeff is first. Detroit ball.
A little upset. Dumars, one of the best defensive players in the league.
All right, Dumars will handle the ball. He'll come down the right side. Joe Dumars scoreless thus far. He'll take it right to left to the free throw line. On the angle left to Айзейя. The jumper's up. It spins out of there, and the rebound to the Brown Bear. Mike Brown, the midcourt left side of Eric Murdoch. Eric left to right up top. He'll fake against Айзейya and back it out on the left wing. They'll go to Bailey. Down low inside Malone. Put it up. Blocked by Lambier. Out of bounds. Down goes Karl Malone. No foul. Out of Jazz ball.
You know, and it just is Karl ends up on the floor quite a bit, but it's his strength that really, hurts him in a lot of ways. There's contact made, but he's just so strong that he doesn't react like a lot of guys with less strength.
All right, here's Darrell Walker, who comes over to this team. Joe Dumars. Walker out of Arkansas, fine defensive player. Now on the inbound play, we got a 2-shot foul called against Darrell Walker. Before the ball was inbounded, the foul was committed. Automatic 2-shot foul.
Automatic 2-shot foul, and this Darrell Walker was a teammate of Jeff Malone at Washington. Darrell Walker was with Washington. Jeff Malone had one of his biggest nights of the year.
Jeff will shoot 2 here. His first one good. Dennis Rodman is glad to see Darrell Walker on his team. He made a comment that he hated to play against him because Walker is small and feisty and a tough rebounder. He's seasoned and rebounded.
That's it. For a while there, I think it was he and Johnson fighting for the lead in triple-double.
So both free throws good by Jeff Malone, and the Jazz are up by 1. Right side, Walker, bounce it low to John Sally, go to the hoop, lay it up softly, but he misses. Got a rebound knocked down by Karl Malone. Lambier grabs it. Out front to Orlando. Wolverine is an air ball out of bounds. Jazz ball. So a flat shot to it.
Boy, they talk so much about the defense here. They don't feel that the defense is as strong as it used to be.
So we got a timeout. 2 minutes and 46 seconds remaining in the opening quarter from the Palace in Auburn Hills. Utah 17, Detroit 16. tell you, look at that tag. Where the Jazz are leading Detroit 17-16, 2:46 remaining. On Utah with the ball. Jeff Fanon will bring it across midcourt left side. Murdoch posting up inside with Thomas. Now he'll roll out. Accept the screen for Thurl Bailey. He'll bounce it down to the baseline to Thurl. They double up T. Back to Jeff on the angle left. Cross court right to Eric Murdoch. And Isaiah knocks it away, and it goes out of bounds. Murdoch. Well, wait a minute. He says, I made a mistake. They're going to give it back to Utah. Good call.
It was a very good call. I thought Isaiah fouled him from the start.
Thurl Bailey will inbound. Right side front court. Straight away to Jeff Fanon. Stolen by John Sally. Sally all the way by Jeff. Lay it up and in. Sally. The Bailey's pass easily picked off by Sally. It hit his arm. Then he just grabbed it and took off.
Very easy. I thought the play was slow developing.
18-17 Detroit. Here's Murdoch's pass to Bailey, knocked down, but Eric gets it back. Murdoch down low to the mailman. He'll fake, turn, the follow-away jump shot is no good. Tipped out by Bailey. Murdoch's got it in the paint. Leap and lean, he misses that one. And for Detroit. Down the middle to Walker. Bounce it to Orlando. Drive, hang, score. Orlando Woody.
Orlando going to was there for the Detroit Pistons. One of the first one they've had this first quarter.
20-17 Detroit. Detroit taking advantage. Jeff drives, hanging on the glass. Here come the Pistons. Isaiah down the right side. Isaiah to the right. Walker. He'll go low to John Sally. Sally looking, spin by Karl Mэлоун. Reverse it, score it. Sally.
Nice quick move there by John Sally. Going baseline on Karl Mэлoun.
22-17 Detroit. As they've scored 6 unanswered points. Front court to the angle left. Murdoch up top, and here going to call an offensive foul on Karl Mэлoun. But Sally went on through with the play, and they called a foul on Karl, his first. Detroit's ball, and John Stockton and Corey Crowder check in at the guards. Jeff Malone and Eric Murdoch will come out.
It wasn't how Karl Mэлoun got the position.
Second touch Detroit. Here's Isaiah going for 2 more. Leap and lean won't go. He's fouled. He stopped on a dime there. Mike Brown picks up the foul, his first. The Jazz are in the penalty.
You know, for his size, like I mentioned, he is one of the best at getting to the basket. Takes it right at Mike Brown, little head and shoulder fake, gets him up in the air. And one important thing is once you get a player up in the air, you make sure there's contact made when you attack the basket.
Isaiah's free throw good, and Thomas with 9 in the quarter. Got a perfect 3 for 3 at the line. He'll have another. The second free throw. Down to Karl Mэлoun. That's the first miss at the line by Detroit. Stockton front court left. 46 seconds left in the quarter. Stockton directing traffic. Wide left to Karl Mэлoun. Back out front to Stockton. He'll take a 3-pointer down the barrel, and it's good. Stockton. Points in the quarter for the Stock. 20 Detroit. Isaiah for 3. Front court right side. Rebounded back to Isaiah. Baseline. Lay it up and in. John Sally has scored 8 points. Stockton hurries back left side. Another 3-pointer by John. In and out. Then a rebound. Knocked down. They fight for it. Stockton's got it. Stockton's pass knocked down. Stockton picks it up. As will back it out and look for the last shot of this, the opening quarter. 25-20 Detroit, 12 seconds remaining. Stockton right at midcourt straight away. Karl Mэлoun the screen. 5 seconds. Stock cross court to Big T. Base left, he throws it away to Darrell Walker. Walker. Jerry Sloan is beside himself, screaming at the refs.
He did not bring it back down to the floor. I thought it was a goal.
I disagree, as does Jerry Sloan, and that's the end of the first quarter. Here at Auburn Hills, it's Detroit 25. I have Utah. The end of the quarter, it's 25-20. Detroit's way. Rod Hundley along with Ron Boone. Too many turnovers by the Jazz, Motor.
I thought so also.
Stockton with the ball front court left. He'll work with Mark Eaton, Mike Brown, but Woolridge crosses his arm for the foul. Woolridge gets his first. Thurl Bailey.
Orlando Woolridge doesn't believe the call, and you know, there was talk on this team about tightening up the rotation, and according to the papers today, if that was to happen, they were supposed to be out.
Bailey on the line, only 35% for the field, but Thurl 80.8 at the line, and he makes the first. He's now hit 22 out of 27 free throws on the year. That's Thurl's first point of the game. They'll have one more. And it's good. So Thurl, 25-22 Detroit. Darrell Walker, front court Thomas at the guard. Walker hippity hops against Corey Crowder. He'll terminate, hand straight away to Isaiah. Stockton right with him. Isaiah hippity hop over to the angle left to Rodman. Down low, Sally. Go to the hoop, reverse it, score it. Sally. John Sally. Really
Just mentioned that the forwards they have on the court can't look like a guard.
5 out of 8 from the floor for John Sally. He's got 10 points. 27-22 Detroit. Stockton low left to Bright Brown. The fall away from the base. That's no good. The rebound, Darrell Walker. Walker, a fine rebounding guard. He'll hurry down court. Left side, Orlando Woolridge. 16-footer. That's flat, neat, and tips it over. Nice grab by Thurl by John Stockton. Stock hurries front court. Crowder leap and lean. That won't go. And rebound, Dennis Rodman. Rodman clears it to midcourt to Walker. Walker angles right side front court. Darrell Walker. Walker back out front to Dennis Rodman. He'll hand to Sally. Cross court to Isaiah. Down low right, he'll go inside to Walker. Walker turning, shooting, and missing, eating rebound. Rick Mark, his outlet to Stockton. The Jazz come back on a fast break. Stock straight away, but again Detroit hurries back. Down low left to Bailey. Rodman on him. Bailey the turnaround up, no good. Sally, his outlet to Айзейя Томас. Isaiah, left side angle to Orlando, and Stockton strips it away and out of bounds. Maybe he was gone, but he couldn't get control.
And the pace in this ball game is picking up gradually. The Detroit Pistons want to run. The Jazz will run. And as Woolridge goes to the middle, and John Stockton, as always, he has his hands in the cookie jar.
And out Айзейя Томас. Detroit has hit 11 of 27 shots. The Jazz 8 of 24. Drew Tucker, left side front court. Corey Crowder with him. Walker, fake right, go left to the corner and jump one from 20, and it's good. Darrell Walker. That's his first 2 of the game. 29-22 Detroit. Front court Stockton to the angle right. Stockton with 10 minutes left to right side with a left hand. He banks it up and in. Counted, he's fouled. Great play. Driving that base right-handed. You try to do this, you think that's not hard to do. And then reach back with your left hand and make the shot.
You're right. And once he's
you're
driving,
right-handed.
when he starts driving to the back on the move, he put it up with his left hand. John is shot just over the fingertips of the defender.
He's right up at 90% on the 24. Detroit with a lead. Front court, Walker. Walker bounces free throw line area to Dumars. Back to Walker on the angle right. 18-foot rainbow. Good. Back-to-back hoops. 31-24 Detroit. Stockton straight away with the ball. Picked up by Joe Dumars. John on the yo-yo. He'll angle off to the right side. Stockton intimidates there. He'll hold over the right corner to Bailey. Looking inside, he'll go to the big fella Eaton. Mark one bounce across the middle, left hook, good. He took. Nice. Dandy.
Boy, a nice rotation there by Mark. He turned on the shot, and when he does, putting the ball in the basket.
So Detroit with the ball in front court. Darrell Walker will control. 31-26 Pistons. Right side of Woolridge. Out of Notre Dame, he'll fake, he'll drive. Looks like he walked, but Dumars shot good. Joe Dumars hit him.
Even though he's averaging 18 points a game, only 40%.
This pass cross court gets away and out of bounds. Detroit ball.
And the crowd reacts to John throwing the basket.
So it's 10th in his career, 45%. Dumars 48, Lambier 49, and Sally 52. And this year they're all down. Right side Walker, fake and walk. Jazz ball. Out an offensive foul, and Dennis Rodman is first. Jazz ball, and Karl Mэлоun. Bailey will come out, and Mike Brown.
7 points down with 8 minutes left, and they still need some scoring. They need some inside play. They can't let this game get out of hand.
Karl Mэлoun will inbound to Stock straight away. 33-23. Karl Mэлoun on the angle left. Straight away to East. Got him on the left wing. Stock holding high. Woolridge and Karl Mэлoun, they're holding inside. The ball lobbed into Karl. He's got it. Lambier switches over, and Karl makes the shot. That ball rolled around.
The basketball right over Lambier, who was
shot it by Karl Mэлoun. Baseline left, the fun away, no good. Tipping that board, and he saves it to Lambier. Back to Rodman, three-pointers, no good. Rebound, Jeff Mэлoun. Out here from the Jazz. Jeff behind the back dribble, right to left, one low, trying to go to Woolridge, now to Dumars. Jazz 7th turnover. Dumars front court. Wide left to Woolridge. Woolridge spinning down low. Eaton helps out. They'll go back up top to Walker, to Lambier, to Woolridge. Drive, hang it on the glass, too hard, and on it, Woolridge saves it. He'll go down the middle, score the bucket. Boy, they are hitting the boards.
Boy, and this is one thing that they were very concerned about. You know, going into tonight's basketball game, they had 113 offensive rebounds.
35-28, Detroit, 7 minutes left, second quarter. Angle left, good. Or Jeff can bucket in 6 tries. Detroit with a lead in the ball. 35-30 Pistons. Darrell Walker right side. Walker goes up top to Dumars, down the left side here in the paint to Woolridge. Benoit with him, he'll spin to midcourt left side of Jeff. Left. Looking inside for the mailman. Lambeer guards Carl Mэлоун. Jeff holding. Carl comes out left side. They give him the ball. And illegal defense called on Detroit. Time after time they double up the mailman. And this time it's called on Woolridge. And we got a timeout taken. Seconds left in the second quarter. Here at the Palace in Auburn Hills, Michigan. Detroit 35 and Utah 30. Rod Hundley along with Ryan Boone. We're back in Auburn Hills, Michigan at the Palace. And Detroit leads 35-30, 6 minutes and 17 seconds. Fox 13 will air a half-hour special at 6:30 p.m. featuring career of Michael Jackson. The feature is called Dangerous. Jazz trying to get dangerous. They'll go into Stockton left side. Stockton on the yo-yo, looking for the mailman. Up top, David Benoit open for down the rebound. Darrell Walker. He'll hand it back for Detroit. Dumars front court. Rebound picked up by Mark Eaton in the far corner. Quickly to Stockton. Stockton front court left. Stock faking, driving, drop it over on the left side. Picked up by Dennis Rodman. Stockton off balance on that pass. Woolridge front court left side. Well, he ran him down. Jazz ball. Woolridge second foul. By the way, big.
Trying to let Karl Mэлоun. Karl Mэлoun right there. Good position.
Stockton with the ball. Ralph Sampson, by the way, reportedly going to bullets. And Washington said if he'll take 130 signage. Down the middle.
Jeff Malone makes that shot. I was just thinking that the Washington Bullets want to sign him, but they want to make sure he can pass the physical, and it's a tryout.
35-32 Detroit. Jeff Malone with 8 points. Free throw line, left side Lambeer, back to Dumars, right side angle to Walker. Karl Mэлоun helps out and steals at the mailman. Looking for pass. Come into the front court. Stockton walking the belt high dribble. He'll southpaw it to the angle left. Stockton got it by Dumars. A 3-point Detroit lead. Less than 5 minutes left to the half. Stockton looking for Karl Mэлoun. Second man Jeff in the paint. Rebound. Orlando Woolridge down court to Darrell Walker left side. Walker back to Lambeer. Eaton comes out in a hurry to Walker. Walker holding to Joe Dumars. Lambeer the screen. Dumars behind it. Dumars fake left to right. Go back to Lambeer. Quick feed in the left corner. It's good. Darrell Walker, 3 buckets here in the second quarter.
Great ball movement there by the Detroit Pistons, finding Walker.
37-32, Detroit with the lead. On Stockton front court. Stock to the angle left to Karl Mэлoun. John with over 6,000 assists in his career, 11th all time. Down low left to go to Jeff Malone. Eaton cuts to the alley. Ball knocked away in a third team.
You know, and Jeff Malone, he wants to post Walker up. He's fighting for that position. Once he gets the basketball, he's double teamed. Walker backside.
Isaiah back in the line, low to the mailman, fake right, go left, reach back with the right hand, and missed the running one-hander. Rebound over. Quickly to Isaiah front court. Isaiah up top. Picked up there by Stockton. Isaiah snaps it to the right corner to Woolridge. Back straight away to Lambeer. Around the horn left, Isaiah Tomas. Isaiah holding, lobs it base right to Dumars. Up shot, won't go, rebound. Saved by Rodman. He tips it out. Left-hander on the go. Won't go, and he's knocked to the floor to foul. Isaiah shoots 2, but Rodman keeping it alive, and a foul to Mark Eaton.
Well, he is very active as Isaiah drives to the basket there, and Mark Eaton comes down with the left hand.
So on the line, Isaiah Tomas, player to get 2. The first 7 fouls committed by different people. Isaiah's free throw good, and he has 10 points in the game. He had 9.
Rodman keeping the basketball alive. He has great anticipation in this league.
The free throws, he has 11 points, 39-32 Detroit. Stockton up top to Carl. He'll raise from 20, and it's good. Karl Mэлoun with 9 in the game. The mailman, 4 out of 8 from the floor. It's a 38, 3 minutes and 8 3-point range. He'll snap it laterally left to left in the paint, double pump, helping out Benoit, back to Isaiah. Isaiah drive, Eaton there to help, back to Lambeer. Eaton gets out on him. To Dumars, Jazz playing well. Dumars forces a jump shot. Up, no good. Rebound, misjudged and grabbed by Portland. Here's Lambeer open. Lambeer has 6 points in the game.
Offensive rebound. Second chances will hurt you for sure.
41-34 Detroit. Rod Stockton works down the right side. Straight away again to Carl. Fake. Power in, right side, bank it at 6 1/4.
Joe Dumars was in good too, because Karl Malone was going very strong.
Carl, team Isaiah. Up top, Lambier, down the barrel from 20. Got it, go, in and out. Rebound, chase to the corner, and picked up by Woolridge for Detroit. Again to Lambier, he'll feed it quickly. Rodman to Lambier from 20. Again, Rodman after it, he's got it again. Dennis Rodman.
Very active, taking advantage of David Benoit. He's not as inexperienced to box him off the board.
Benoit the foul. We got a timeout. And Rodman's got him hopping on the board. 1 minute and 57 seconds. 41, Utah 36. Leading the NBA. He has 5 here in the opening half. Michael Adams of Washington trails 10 points. Gary Grant from the Clippers 9.68. Back on the floor. Along with Jeff Malone. Karl Malone, Blue Edwards has replaced Benoit, and Markey trying to keep Dennis Rodman off the board. Now he inbounds to Lambier. His pass kick.
He has a total of 90 going into tonight's basketball game in 7 ball games. So he's on the boards.
So the Jazz rebounding 16 total. Rodman has 10. All right, Rodman to the left corner to Isaiah. Knocked out of bounds by Jeff Malone. To stop Rodman on the board. That guy is a jumping jack, and he's quick as a cat. He's always after the ball.
Well, anticipation and then his quickness, really, that's what...
Yeah. Front court left. Chased down by Blue with Eaton. Out of bounds by the Jazz as they double up on the clock. There's a minute and 45 left to the half. Rodman wide left to Isaiah. Low to Rodman. He'll go up top to Lambier. Fake Blue away. Eaton knocks it away, but it's going to Isaiah left side. Shot no good. Rebound slammed in by Woolridge. Orlando up high.
Great, and he has great jumping up spot on that rotation that we talked about a little earlier.
3:36 Detroit. Wide left, Blue Edwards with the ball. Blue holding, Eaton the screen, Blue behind it. Blue lobs to Big Mark. He's got it and dunks it home. Markey, his second bucket. Blue Edwards the
court pass to set it up.
43-38. Isaiah right side, 1 minute left. He'll go for the layup. Put a pad in. Isaiah Thomas with 13. Beautiful drive. Hardly laid it up high off the glass. And he's hit 5 of 6 at the free throw line. We'll take a look at a Hardy slam a moment ago. Isaiah missing the jumper. Watch Orlando Woolridge come up with a Hardy slammeroonie.
You know, when you run a two rub the defensive man off the screener like Isaiah did. I mean, he runs the play very well. He set John Stockton up and got the play done.
Well, they caught a dive in the Woolridge. That's Orlando with the Bulls. That's 5. The Nuggets minus 23. Here with the steal by Dennis Rodman. Rodman right side. Score the layup from Isaiah.
Well, going off the defense. This is a good defensive team.
Detroit. 35 seconds left. The defensive arm laying up and in. Kennedy's fouled. Woolridge the foul. His third. Jeff with 10 points here in the opening half. Nice move with a right hand going under the arm of Woolridge. Laying it up and in.
Yeah, that was a good call there. Woolridge, he hit Jeff Malone, but he whacked him right at...
This one is third. And he's 3 with 22 of the Jazz points, 11 apiece. 47-41 Detroit. 25 seconds left to the half. Jazz trapping Isaiah front court. Along with Blue Edwards, Jeff Malone, Karl Malone, and Mark Eaton. Rolls out. Jerry Sloan is outraged.
I can see why. Did you see Dennis Rodman just knock Karl Malone? Was right over Karl Malone's back, knocked him out of bounds, and that's what Jerry Sloan is complaining about. Now this is for what?
On the line. And he misses that. Isaiah 5 for 7 at the line. Rodman on the line. Stockton will check back for the Jazz. The foul goal was called on Carl. 13 the free throw line. Rodman on the year, only 61%. He's taken only 13 and made 8.
You know, I don't... How is Dennis Rodman at the free throw line? I'd like to see that.
For one more. So far, the Jazz haven't been hurt by this play. They've missed 2 free throws. And now the third one. And that misses. Rebound to Brown Bear. Isaiah fouling Mike Brown.
Official has had a few words. At least it looked like it. He had a smile on his face.
47-41 Detroit. 10 seconds left. Eric Murdoch in. Rod Stockton will come out and the Brown the line for a pair. In the penalty. 37%. Free throw good here. Mike gets his first point. He had a big second quarter in New Jersey with 8 points. He finished with 892.
You know, one thing when Mike Brown is on the free throw line that he misses at 95% of the time.
It's a 20-second timeout for the Jazz after Mike made the first one. Karl Mэлoun, 5 for 9 for the field. The Jazz are 17 for 36. Detroit 20 for 47. Well, don't miss America's Most Wanted tonight directly following this game. Then it's something. So the Brown Bears steps back to the line. Big Daddy will shoot one more. 47-42 Detroit. Jazz percent at the line on the year. Look for the shot. Murdoch with him. Isaiah, drive right side. He's underneath. Force it up. Won't go. They call a foul on Mike Brown.
And pleased about that because the help was like 2 dribble baskets, 2.
The body right on him.
Yeah.
He's not going to make that shot. So Mike bumped him. Free throw with 14. He's the game's top scorer. He'll shoot another. 1 second left. The inbound to Jeff Pinot, and the half is over. Detroit with a 6-point lead here at Auburn Hills and Michigan. So the score at halftime at 3. Package, Browner, install, baby. Get a monitor.
Welcome back to the State Farm halftime report from the Palace at Auburn Hills. As you see, the controversy for America. You could not have done a better job than what happened when we decided to select the first ever professional U.S. Olympic basketball team. The controversy began when they decided to select a coach. Of course, by now we know that Chuck Daly of his NBA career is the Olympic basketball here in Detroit, because when you look at them, and I know you're aware of the controversy at the guard line, John Stockton, of course, along with Michael Jordan, Chris Mullin, and Magic Johnson's status is still up in the air, but noticeably missing as far as the Pistons. One Айзейя Томас. In the pregame introduction, that Айзейя Томas basketball team, again with the status of Magic Johnson still up in the air, it remains to be seen what happens. It has not been a very amicable decision to leave Isaiah off. There's been a lot of emotion on both sides. Isaiah publicly said, no way Isaiah should be on that team. What is going to remain to be seen, but it's going to be very interesting. But tonight, you can bet that Айзейя Томас in his personal matchup against John Stockton wants to show the rest of the league, and especially the selection, a mistake. Right now, he'll not go away. We, however, will go away. That concludes our State Farm halftime report. We'll be back in just a minute.
Welcome back to the Palace in Auburn Hills. It's halftime. Detroit 49, Utah 43. I'm Rod Hundley along with Ron Boone. We hope you've enjoyed our opening half and our State Farm halftime. Pistons had the edge as was expected. And
yes, he ended up with 5 on the offensive boards of his 11 rebounds, and don't expect a high-scoring game in this type of ball game.
All right, let's take a look at the stats, the official stats of the opening half. Associated Business Products and Canon Copiers service by the Jazz. Detroit 9 of 13. The rebounding, as I mentioned, the big difference, 28-17, 11 rebound difference, and Rodman had 11. And the assist 12 by the Jazz. Stockton had 5. Айзейя Томас had only 2. Now we'll take a look at a six for the future. Our leading scorers, Karl Mэлoun for the Jazz, who had 11 points to lead Utah in scoring, followed by Jeff with 7. Stock hit a three-pointer. He leads shooting the jump shot well, and Isaiah had 15 in the opening half of play. He was followed by John Sally, who scored 10 points. So we get ready for the third quarter of play. The Jazz will start the same way they started the ball game. Stockton his 12th. Dennis Rodman hurries front court left. Washington leading New Jersey tonight 72-71. That game in the third quarter at New Jersey. Counter. Fake right, go left. Great
things with it. What a move there he put on the Jazz.
Left side, 51-43. Detroit with a lead. Bodies colliding inside to go up top to Blue from 20. He scores. Lou Edwards, his third bucket of the game, 7 from the floor.
You know, that might help the Jazz.
Outside, it's good. Bill Lambier with 8 points. All right, Detroit again by 8 points. Stockton, front court left with 13. 47 Detroit. And again, Isaiah will handle the ball. Jazz hanging right in there. As Thomas works to the angle, breaks out front. Isaiah, 3. It's good.
Isaiah playing with the basketball. I mean, he's just working in and out of picks until he gets the open shot.
56-47, Detroit with a lead. Jeff Malone got it by Dumars. Fake right, go left.
You know, and Isaiah, he's getting to the basketball as Lou Edwards gets Dennis Rodman up in the air, goes up strong there, and he's hit on the arm there by John Sally. causing the basketball to
From one more for Blue Edwards. Much improved Jazz forward. And Blue on a season of 58.7 from the field. 56-49 Detroit.
It's been a two-man game. Bill Lambier and Isaiah Thomas.
Stockton hands to Jeff Malone up top. Jeff faking behind way and out to the angle left.
Throw the ball off Karl Malone. Karl Malone jumps, went right between Karl Malone's legs, out of bounds. As Jeff Malone misses a fadeaway jump shot, Isaiah comes up with the rebound and he throws it right between Karl Malone.
From 18, rounding up. Dumars got it by Jeff Malone. Lambier again the screen. Dumars fake left, go right. Dumars cut the alley, drop it to Lambier, open base left, 15-footer.
The two-man game is just working over. He wants the timeout.
And Detroit's outscored Utah 11 here to start the third quarter. So with the timeout, 9 minutes and 10 seconds left in the third quarter, 60 for Detroit, 49 for Utah, and Lambier. I should have gone on it, Danny. But you said you were okay. Can't do it now. You got pizza head.
He said do it out of here.
Two players in franchise history have had perfect shooting nights from the field. That's 10 attempt minimum. And see if you can name them. Two players. It's Jazz with the ball, and Stockton front court. Stockton got it by Isaiah. Stockton wide right to take it up top to Karl Malone. Detroit leading the rebounding all the way, in particular offense. Here's Jeff Malone, floated up and in. Stockton second. Jazz first in the third quarter.
Defensively, they have to find a way to stop the two-man game. John trying to the ball.
It's an 11-point lead for Detroit, 62-51. Stockton down the left side. Stockton behind Mark Eaton. Stockton
and made.
And picks up on Isaiah. Isaiah up top, Lambier, shot won't go. Rebound, Dumars left side. He's open from Detroit. Stockton fake right, go left. Looking for Karl. He's got him baseline right. His pass underneath knocked away. It's free and picked off by Isaiah Thomas. Isaiah slowed by Blue in the backcourt area. Will get into the front court. Sally double pumping. Boys, Sally. He actually had walked. He got to a different position and still hadn't dropped the ball and had stopped his movement.
Took it right underneath.
Up on the shot, good. Count it. Third foul.
And what a job Jeff Malone is doing, rubbing his man off the screen. He's curling around. That's the second, third time he's been able to get the same shot there in the paint.
Right side, Isaiah Thomas with the ball. Laterally left to Lambier. Mike Brown has checked in to guard Lambier. Low to Sally. Sally backing in on Karl Malone. They'll double call. Quick effort. Knocked him down the left side. Isaiah there to guard him. Stockton fakes the drive, backs it out. Stockton on the left wing. Stockton looking inside for Karl Malone.
It gets called on Mark Eaton quite a bit. Karl Malone just takes it right underneath his outstretched arms. And I tell you, 9 out of 10.
Karl Malone at the line, and his first free throw is good. That's 14 for the mailman. For Woolridge in. Woolridge 3 out of 8 from the floor. On the line, Karl Malone for the second. The Jazz have had only 44 shot attempts. Detroit, though, Mike Brown there to help. Isaiah peels right side. Again, they double him up and chase him. Isaiah, great dribbler, go to the hoop. Lob it up, good. What a move. Isaiah Thomas, he's got 22. Right side angle. He'll go to Jeff Malone along the base. The leaping leader, good. Jeff Malone with 18 in the game, 7 in the quarter. Across his midcourt. To the name, got him on Mike Brown. Rodman to turn around for the base will be flattened. The rebound knocked away and out of bounds. Rodman over the back for the foul. Dennis Rodman.
Finally getting a call there. Dennis Rodman, as soon as he missed shot.
Stockton comes down the right side. He'll go up top to the mailman. Foul check by Lambier. Foul faking that drive. Laterally left.
They're right there, even though Detroit came out pretty hot here in this third quarter.
So they'll take the timeout. The Pistons will talk it over. Utah led in this quarter by Jeff Malone. And the Jazz have pulled. Remaining here in the third quarter. Not a good time to to say hello to everybody. Hot Rod Unleys on 6121 South Highland Drive, where they are watching the game tonight. Go left. Mike Brown helps out, but he gets away from both of them. Dumars floated up, won't go. Rebound, Rodman. He'll go back to Isaiah to beat the 24-second clock. It's good for three. And Isaiah has 25 of the game. Stockton rolls to Karl Mэлloun right side. Hammer dunk the mailman. And where's the foul? No foul call. Jerry Sloan really outraged. He can't believe it. He said, where's the foul? They hammered him on the play. Earl Bailey will check in for the Jazz. Blue Edwards will get a rest.
And so will Eric Murdoch. He'll step in. And
run it from 20 right there, and he does. Here it is. Hello.
You're talking into it, baby.
He got it, the mailman.
Talk about officials having rabbit ears. I think Karl Mэлloun had some rabbit ears then. He heard you.
He heard me, but go hard, play it up, around the rim, and out, he's fouled. Dumars on a good drive. The Jazz converged. Mike Brown won there to get the foul.
Dumars. This is a team that, they get a lot of production from their guards, and winning 2 back-to-back championships. The strong part of their offense is from the guards. Is pretty.
My quiz question: the 2 guys, one of them. But don't give it away, will you? I'm trying to give people a hint. You give them a name. The other one is BK. He's still in the 73-67. Detroit. Dumars with 8 points. Down the left side, Eric Murdoch. He'll raise for 3. The young rookie shot around the rim. Good. That's high. That's 27 for Isaiah. 12 here in the third quarter.
Not bad defense by the young rookie either.
75-70 Detroit. 3.5 minutes left, third quarter. Jeff Malone right side.
That foul should have been called on Eric Murdoch. He grabs and throws him down from the backside. Watch Eric Murdoch right there. He threw him down, and call was on Karl Mэлloun.
75-70 Detroit. Karl right side. Go hard. Dish it in the game.
Boy, good penetration will hurt you every time the Pistons are able to get to the basket and kick.
77-70. Detroit with a lead. Mike Brown swatting a hand of Lambier inside.
Might get a little respect after making 2 shots like that.
77-73 Detroit. Isaiah. Ryan Lambier. Isaiah right side. Isaiah from 12. Shot up and in. Boy, is he going to school. 29.
School day for the young.
Looking again. He'll angle left. To the left baseline to Jeff Malone. Jeff will look for the shot. Cross the middle. Floated up and in. Jeff Malone has 20. Out of Jazz, he saw him back and forth with Mike Brown rebounds. He'll go to Murdoch, who loses the ball to Dumars, and then a foul on Murdoch. Boy, that's a rookie mistake there.
Rookie has just lost control of the ball and then tried to recover.
Should have just stopped and slowed it down.
Yeah.
When he was cutting goal. Right here is Isaiah straight away with the ball. A minute 52 left, third quarter. Cross court left, Lambier under to Rodman. Scoop it up and in. Rodman on the alley-oop.
Smart play there by Dennis Rodman. Not
175, Detroit with the lead. Murdoch to the left corner to Thurl Bailey. Down low to the mailman. He'll cross, put it up around the rim. It's good. You can count that baby and he's fouled. Oh my goodness, Rodman the foul. He's by Karl Mэлloun.
Great position, and then the bump, and there was the hand. The hand of Dennis Rodman that the officials called the foul on.
Karl's 9 for 13 from the field. The Jazz are 30 out of 52, 58%. Detroit's made 34 out of 65. They're 52%. Right side with the ball, Isaiah. They chase him to the middle. Isaiah scoop it up. It's in again. Count it. They foul him again.
Murdoch goes in strong to the basket, off the glass.
31 points for Isaiah, 16 here in this third quarter. And Isaiah Thomas, 11 out of 15 from the floor, 7 of 9. And he'll get a free. At 83-78 with a minute 19 left. Isaiah at the line. His free throw on the way and no good. And a rebound to Karl Mэлloun. On the way, score. Karl Mэлloun. 24 points for the mailman, 13 here in the third. And again, it's a 3-point game. 83-80. Darrell Walker straight away with the ball, looking for Isaiah. Eric Murdoch trying to stay with him. Walker drives to the right side.
And the guard scoring. He had a good second quarter.
85-80. Detroit, Jeff Malone, face right, 15-footer, no good. Rebound, the mailman, score it. Karl Mэлloun, 26 points for the mail. Murdoch on the way, passes 1 too many, and Darrell Walker takes it away. Out of control there.
Well, he had enough room to go right to the basket.
Yep. 85-82, Detroit 14. No, score it, count it, they foul him. No foul, or is there? No foul, but the bucket is good, I believe. Now what they got? Seeming like they're blowing a whistle, but now they say no. Left side, rainbow air ball. And a quarter's over. And that's the end of the third quarter of play. And a high-scoring third quarter compared to the first two. And it was 49-43. 39-38, no call. They just said he hit the ball. You want to know how they blow the whistle? They'll say ball, he got ball. They let it go. I guess if he missed it, they're going to call a jump.
Timeout going into the fourth quarter. Both teams got 4 and 20. 4 and 20.
39-38 that quarter.
Isaiah has a big third quarter, but the Jazz had a big third quarter themselves.
15 for Carl, 9 for Jeff.
Oh, that's what the call was. Yeah, okay.
Warning. Yeah, that was a warning.
Did he get a delay of game warning or what?
That when Woolridge made it. I mean, yeah, it was Woolridge who laid it in. Okay, 14 rebounds. So it's some other time. So it's some other time.
Am I all right, Rob?
What a wild third quarter here at the Palace at Auburn Hills. The Jazz outscored Detroit 39-38 after trailing at the half in a low-scoring first half. Rod Hundley with Ron Boone. Isaiah lighting them up, but Karl Malone and Jeff Malone got it back.
You know, and even though Isaiah had the big third quarter, the Jazz had a big third quarter themselves.
All right, we go to the fourth period, and Darrell Walker for Detroit with the ball. 87-82 Detroit. Up top to Orlando Woolridge. Got it by the mailman. Woolridge knocks him in. Peel right. Leap and lean. The banker. No good. Rebound. Rodman fights for it. And Mike Brown's got it. He stepped out of bounds. I believe. Wait. Well, look. We got a loose ball foul. That is called on Blue Edwards of the Jazz. His second.
Boy, it's just unbelievable how Dennis Rodman is able to get a hand on almost every missed shot that the Jazz have taken.
Rodman has 14 rebounds in the game. Here's Walker with the ball. Walker's played well tonight. He's got 8 points for Detroit. Got him a Blue. Walker right side. He'll bounce underneath. Nice feed. Isaiah blocked by Bailey. As he recovered, then Isaiah gets it back and scores. Isaiah Thomas has 33 in the game.
After a great recovery there by Thurl Bailey blocking the shot.
Right, 89-82. Detroit with the lead. Up top, the mailman. Making a drive. He'll raise over Lambier. That's no good. Rebound. Mike Brown had it. He still got it. Back to Blue. Blue hands cross to the right side of Stockton. Stockton looking to the mailman. He's got him low. Lambier on him to fall away. Good. Karl Malone. 28 for the mailman. Karl Malone averaging 29.9. Second best in the NBA. He has 28 here. Detroit by 5. Walker right side and Blue caught for another foul. Blue second foul of the quarter and his third of the game.
And reaching foul there for Blue. As Karl Malone will be replaced by David Benoit. 10:50 left on the in the fourth quarter. I don't think this will be for very long.
All right, a ball into Walker. Hibbity hop up top and terminate. Right base to Lambier. So could square with the best of them. Now back to Isaiah on the angle left. Isaiah got him by Stockton. He isolated. Isaiah faking outside. Take left, go right, come back left. Reaching for the jump shot. And he got it. Isaiah 35. 35 for Isaiah Thomas. Down court, Blue drives, hanging up with the left hand on the right. Won't go. He's fouled. The foul charged to Darrell Walker. That's his third. Detroit's first.
Jazz trying to catch the Pistons sleeping as they try to score off a made shot on the other end of the court. John Stockton to Blue Edwards.
So Isaiah, 35 tonight, averaging 19 in the season high for for Isaiah Thomas. His old high 34, and that was just 2 nights ago at Miami. A free throw no good by Blue. He'll have another. Blue 2 out of 3.
Has a career high of 47. The way he's going, he just might get close to it.
Blue hits a second one and has 11 points in the game. So it's 91-85. Detroit the Jazz. Snap from the backcourt. The ball knocked out of bounds. Got a foul. Charged again to Blue Edwards.
Jazz getting the trap. Great position on the trap there. Couldn't really tell if he fouled him or not. Blue didn't think so.
Over the arm. That's his third here of the quarter. Jazz tracking again. Isaiah backcourt to Dale Walker. Walker spins it down the right side of Lambier. Underneath Rodman. Hammered on. Dennis Rodman. He has 8 points in the game.
Well, the best way to beat a trap is ball movement. Push the ball up the court.
Stockton with the ball. Stock with 9 assists in the game. And he'll hand it out front now to Benoit. Benoit inside of Bailey. Clan, leap and lean. Miss it. On the rebound. Benoit fights for it. But it's picked up. On the run by Darryl Walker. Down the right side. Isaiah spin it up no good. He's fouled again. Isaiah shoots 2. Foul Mike Brown.
He's on the end of almost every offensive play so far this second half.
We played 2 minutes and 5 seconds. And the Jazz are committed 14 fouls as Isaiah bobbing and weaving his way to draw the foul.
Not a big guy, but he goes to the basket very good.
Isaiah's free throw good. 36 for Isaiah Thomas. Karl Mэлoun will replace Mike Brown.
Karl Mэлoun will go to the center position. Offensively, things won't change. He'll probably play the power forward, but defensively, it looks like he'll play center.
Isaiah adds 2 free throws. That's 37 for Isaiah Thomas. Left side, Stockton with the ball. Picked up by Isaiah. Stockton wide left parallel with a free throw line. Stockton up top to Blue. Inside, knocked away. Lambier's got it. To Isaiah. Beautiful dribbling and control by Isaiah. Right side, he'll go right to left. His pass gets away. Here's a play as Rodman wants to go after Stockton. And Stockton didn't do anything on the play, but Rodman reacted quickly. Jerry Sloan, the Jazz coach out here, as quick as anybody. And they break it up. Rodman went down, and he really turned on Stockton. Here's the play. And down he went, and he turns around and goes after Stockton. Stockton got to his feet quickly.
Yeah, that's Jerry Sloan now is letting Dennis Rodman know.
He's like, you want a piece of somebody, get me.
That's right. You know, it's funny how it's always the same people on this team that are into something. We'll see what happens and what the call ends up on the court. Now, I'm sure they'll probably call a technical foul here on the Jazz.
Jerry Sloan really went after he went right after Rodman. Rodman says, okay, back to Jerry right there looking at him. He says, okay, pull down, I'll pull down. So the referees talk it over, and Rodman heads back to the Detroit bench. Here was it again. Now Stockton right here held it. He trips up Rodman. Down goes Rodman, who thought Stockton had hurt him or did that intentionally, I believe. And then he turns right back on Stockton. Now we don't have it. He turned back on him quickly.
Put his leg and his arm there.
Stop. And then Jerry Sloan leaped up off the bench, and he was moving quicker than he ever did when he played. Sloan now talking to the referees here.
The call is a personal foul on John Stockton, and then a double personal foul called on Dennis Rodman and John Stockton. Double technical foul.
So on the free throw line, they're trying to get peace restored and get things underway. 95-85, Detroit with a lead, if you're interested in the score. 10-point lead. There's 9 minutes and 36 seconds left in the game. Rodman shoots a free throw. He'll get 2. Jazz are in a penalty. Rodman makes the free throw and points at Jerry Sloan. He points down court at Jerry Sloan.
And a technical foul is called on Dennis Rodman for starting
And here, Brendan Surr's out of the game. The assistant coach is kicked out. He's out of the game. I love it. And this is unusual.
Typical Piston basketball.
They give him a technical for making a mocking gesture at Jerry Sloan, the head coach. That's on Rodman. Then Bindon served. The assistant coach steps out and they toss him out of the game. Now they're at the scorer's table. Boy, oh boy, the bad boys are at it again here in Detroit.
That's the bad boys. They have a banner hanging in this arena. It says Bad Boys 1988-89. An image I thought they wanted to get away from, but it's still there.
Now Chuck Daly has to pull Brendan Sir away, and he heads back to the bench. And the referee's trying again to get peace restored. Now, a moment ago, Dennis Rodman at the free throw line makes the free throw. Now he turns and looks at Jerry Sloan and gives him the old pump. And Sloan throws him a kiss right back. And they call a technical on Rodman. Now Chuck Daly out on the floor with his assistant coach Brendan Sir, who's now heading for the locker room. Brendan has a couple of words with the Jazz coach as he heads out. This is the NBA, baby.
After a big controversy the Pistons had in a losing clause to the Chicago Bulls the other night, they're at it again.
All right, Chuck Daly heads back to the bench. Isaiah Jockett at midcourt. Sloan down court with Stockton and Heaton, and is still out on the floor. And apparently the confusion here is what's going to happen. Rodman
Still has one free throw to shoot.
Yeah, Dennis Rodman's got a free throw to shoot. They stopped play at that time and called a technical on Rodman.
And then, if I'm right, there should be three.
Should be a free throw for the Jazz.
There should be three, shouldn't there?
After serves, Chase, yeah.
Yeah. I think there should be three technical fouls.
Jazz should get three free throws. One on Rodman and two on Brendan Sir. All right, Stockton will shoot three. Stockton shoots three. He makes the first one.
Boy, it's nothing better than quieting a crowd of boos down. It looks like Rodman is gone too. Rodman is thrown out.
Rodman's gone. Second one good. Stockton has 12. He may get two more. Stockton now for the third one. Stockton makes all three of them. He has 13 in the game. 96-88. Pistons by 8. Now Rodman
What's going on with
supposed to
Rodman?
shoot the second one, and now that he's been tossed, the Jazz can select, I believe, whoever they want to shoot the second free throw. So the referees talked that over at the free throw line at Detroit. Stockton, an interested spectator.
Dennis Rodman was thrown out.
Rodman walking by the Jazz bench. Phil Johnson stares him down. Jazz assistant.
I'm still a little confused. If Dennis Rodman was kicked out, why wasn't there four free technical fouls?
Lambeer will shoot the technical. Whether the free throw for Rodman. Now he makes Lambeer has 15. Well, Lambeer, he apparently hit a technical free throw, Lambeer, and now they'll make Woolridge shoot the free throw for Rodman. That was a technical free throw that Lambeer made.
I'm confused at what's going on because I didn't see a technical foul being called on the Jazz. Who was the technical foul on?
Obviously there was, and now Woolridge will shoot the free throw. Because
Okay, then why did the Jazz
Rodman shooting one.
four?
Sloan got a technical. So there you are. That's the free throw Lambeer made. And now designated free throw shooter for Rodman's second one is Woolridge. Orlando Detroit with the lead. Stockton on the left wing. Looking in for the mailman. Stockton holding. Down low to Carl. Carl squares. Down low to Bailey. The jump hook up and in. Thurl Bailey's first bucket of the game.
Great pass. Good position there. Right. Karl Mэлоun got Thurl Bailey the basketball at the right time.
97-90 Detroit. Darrell Walker right side. Walker drives, floated up high, won't go, rebound, Thurl Bailey. Quickly to Stockton, hurrying down the left side. Stock shovels under the pin while he wasn't looking for it and went off his arm, and it's grabbed by Woolridge. Over to Sally. Down toward Isaiah right side. Isaiah yo-yoing, raising from 20, yes!
Boy, I tell you, a shot like that, if the Jazz would have converted on this end, it may have started something else, but a shot like that might get the Pistons rolling.
99-90, Detroit, down low, Blue, in the paint, back out front to Benoit, cross-court base right to the mailman, his pass knocked out of bounds, and it's Detroit's ball, off Malone. Now Jeff Malone in, and Blue will come out. Detroit with the ball in a 9-point lead.
I expect Айзейя Томас just to carry on as he has throughout the second half.
Turnovers, Jazz 15, Detroit with 9. Isaiah again with the ball. 39 points, he raises for three. In and out, rebound the mailman. Karl Mэлoun. He'll hand it to Jeff now to Stockton. Stop front court right side. Stockton backs it out at three-point range. Stockton wide right, straight away to the mailman. Karl Mэлoun looking. Karl inside Bailey, the jump hook, he misses. Rebound, Darrell Walker. Walker slows it down. Under 8 minutes left of the game. Walker right side. Darrell Walker up top to Isaiah. Left side angle to Lambeer, 16-footer, no good. Rebound, Bailey. And a quick outlet, whether Benoit with that rebound down court to Jeff Malone. Jeff straight away. Jeff making left, driving right, go to the hoop. He's fouled. Down he goes. Down goes Isaiah and Darrell Walker. And a foul charge to Darrell Walker. Well, night and optical and your ophthalmologist suggest that you get your eye care. You see your ophthalmologist and bring your eyeglasses prescription to Night and Optical for world-class service, value, and quality. On the line, Jeff Malone, 99-90 Detroit.
Yeah, they're going to make a run. This is a great opportunity for them to do so.
Free throw good by Jeff Malone. And he has 21 in the game. Second one up, and he misses. That's the first point of the quarter for Jeff. While it's 99-91 Detroit. Darrell Walker for Detroit with a ball. Walker angles right. Darrell Walker dominates laterally left to Lambeer. Low Woolridge, spin across the middle. Scoop it up and in. Woolridge with 10 in the game. 101-91 Detroit. And we're down to 7 minutes left. Stockton fake left, go right. He gets by Isaiah, and then Isaiah reaches and fouls from behind. Stockton shoots two. Second foul on Isaiah. And a second team foul on Detroit. We got a timeout. 6 minutes and 57 seconds left in the game here at Auburn Hills at the Palace. Detroit 101, Utah 91.
That's Detroit.
a Pizza Hut pop quiz question. Two players of franchise history have had perfect shooting nights from the field. And one was Aaron James out of Grambling down in New Orleans, and the other Bernard King. So congratulations. And now Stockton shoots two. Stock with 13 points, including 2 3-pointers. And he's 3 out of 4 at the line. And he makes the first one.
James, one of the players in the Pizza Hut pop quiz, was a good player in the earlier days of the old Jazz.
15 for Stockton as he makes 2. Out of 101-93 Detroit. Rod Hundley with Ron Boone here at the Palace in Auburn Hills, Michigan. At top, Isaiah with 39-24 in the second half. He'll go to Blambier, low to south. Bailey on his back for the foul. Earl's first full partial station identification on the Utah Jazz Basketball Network. So in the penalty. Free throws coming for John Sally. Bailey got his first foul, but Blue Edwards picked up 3 quick ones to start this fourth quarter. Then Brown committed one. Now Bailey under in the penalty. So Sally shoots 2.
Not a very good free throw shooter either, 66%.
That's his first attempt tonight, and he misses it. He has 6 field goals, 12 points. Sally 6 for 9 from the field. Karl Malone's played 12 out of 17 shots. 4 or 5 at the line with 7 rebounds. Powell with 28. Isaiah the leader with 39. Sally for the second of 2. He misses. Rebound over the head of Karl Malone, picked up by Darrell Walker. So the Pistons with fresh time on the clock. Walker, right side angle over the ball, grounded by Jeff Malone. Walker takes it straight away to Sally. He'll fake my ground, go to the hoop, scoop it, miss it, offensive foul. They got him. John Sally, the offensive foul, and that's his 5th. Jazz ball.
Just fake left and to the basket right. Karl Malone there, great position. Jazz are in a pretty good position now. John Sally with 5 fouls.
Front court, Stockton with the ball. Stockton up top. Stockton veers right. Stockton terminates. He'll bounce it down to the baseline right to the mailman. They double him up underneath the Bailey. Right through him, but a grab by Jeff Malone underneath the Bailey again. Put it up. He's fouled by Lambier. Bailey shoots 2.
Great pass. And Lambier made sure. Jeff Malone going left to right. Spot Thurl Bailey underneath. Head and shoulder fake. Now Lambier just tried to get out of the way, but he couldn't. Thurl Bailey trying to shoot the basketball with his right hand on the left side of the basket. 2 big free throws here for the Jazz.
Thurl with 1 bucket, 2 for 2 at the line, 4 points. He makes the free throw here. That's 5 for Big T. He continues to shoot well at the free throw line. Bailey on the year, 24 for 29 at the line. 1 more. Oh, and he misses the second one, and the rebound. Grabbed by Detroit. Here's Darrell Walker. 101-94 Detroit. And we got an even 6 minutes left in the game. Isaiah, hippity hop up top. Lambier the screen. Isaiah peels right. To Lambier. Looks down the barrel for 20. Won't go. Rebound Mike Brown. Takes it on a long bounce. Now to Stockton. Stock to the middle. Stockton stutter step. Go to the hoop. Dish it to Carl. Base right. 15-footer. No good. Rebound. Darrell Walker. Pass stolen by Stockton. He hooks it up in a paint. Knocks away. We got a foul. Could be Mike Brown. It is. Mike Brown on the foul.
Coming up with a big steal there by John. Just took it just a little too far in toward the basket. Pull up, shoot a little 5-footer. They get a basket. And John he smothers Darrell Walker on this pass here and deflects it. He comes up with the basketball, just took it in a dribble too far.
So in the penalty, Lambier will be on the free throw line. Wendell Derry delivers more than just milk. Over 100 items brought right to your door. Wendell Derry delivering quality since 1880. Lambier with 15 points. And 5 rebounds in the game. His free throw good. They'll have another. Both teams are 4-3 coming into this game. Detroit 42 for 79 from the field. The Jazz 34 out of 63. Only 63 shot attempts by the Jazz. Second one no good. Rebound Karl Malone. Down court to Stockton. An 8-point lead for Detroit with 5.5 minutes left in the game. Stockton wide right. Karl Malone the screen. Stock behind it. Stockton rolls to Carl, baseline right. He'll back Lambier out, low to Jeff, and they knock it away from Jeff. Foul there. Isaiah or Dumars. Joe Dumars gets his second. That's the fourth team foul on Detroit. Jeff Malone in the act of shooting gets 2, and we'll play penalty for the rest of the game both ways.
Karl Malone getting the basketball into Jeff Malone on the low block, makes his first free throw. Jeff wanted to shoot the fadeaway.
Jeff Malone averaging 18, second leading scorer thus far on the year, and he has 22 tonight. One more for Jeff, and that's good. So 23 for Jeff Malone. And Jeff at the free throw line, 7 out of 8. 102-96 Detroit. Isaiah right side front court. Stockton with him on the right wing will go to Joe Dumars. Again to Isaiah straight away around the horn left to Orlando Woolridge. Isolation, one-on-one against Bailey. He spins, go to the hoop, left hand. He scores it, and he's fouled. The bucket count. Woolridge spinning by Bailey, and Karl Malone helped out, fouled him.
You know, and that is one of his favorite moves, going to the right, spinning back left. This time he tried to put the hammer dunk in there, and then he was able to smother it into the basket after Karl Malone fouling, but he has some great jumping ability too. So here's that hardy slam here by Orlando Woolridge. It was a baby slam, yeah.
Free throw good. He has 13. 105-96 Detroit. Stockton front court left. Stockton looking inside. Wants to go to Karl Malone off the screen. Stockton spins in. Karl's got it. Lambier holds it. So in the penalty. Karl shoots 2. Lambier's second foul. But he prevented a dunk.
Yeah.
And a possible foul in the act of the dunk.
Yeah, that was a smart play. He only has 2 fouls. He just holds Karl Malone's arm as he was trying to gather to go up to the basket.
On the line, Karl Malone with 28.
You know, Lambier is not one of the country's favorite players, but he's a smart player.
On the line, the mailman. Free throw good. 29. Karl right at his average on the year. This is the 155th straight sellout for Detroit. 21,454 on hand here tonight. Hope you're enjoying our simulcast. All right, one more for Karl Malone, and he misses. Rebound, Darryl Walker. They'll hand it over to Joe Dumars. 105-97, Detroit with the lead. Dumars left side, Dumars left to right, up top for 20. He's open, it's good. Dumars has 10, and the Jazz take a timeout. Timeout, Utah. 4 minutes and 31 seconds remaining to be played in the game from the Palace in Auburn Hills. It's Utah 97, Detroit 107. We'll be back for the final 4:31 after this timeout.
He hasn't had any this ballgame, has he? You're right.
You don't either, do you?
Hey, the missing link was Aaron James, but
Aaron James is the first player ever drafted by the Jazz. In the history of the franchise.
he was a good player.
Good shooter.
He hold out for some money, and they end up not signing him at all.
He was.
Aaron James, that's the case.
He was a rock.
He was a what?
That's Olsen Sharp twice. Rod Hundley along with Ryan Boone back at the Palace in Auburn Hills. Detroit leading Utah 107-97, and now it's time for our Les Olsen Company and Sharp with our top block shots in the NBA. Luke Old leading with 6, and Mark Eaton just behind 4.1. Stockton, base right to Jeff Malone. He'll drive it to Carl. He gets off his hand, but he can't control it. Goes out of bounds right here in front of our vantage point at courtside. Detroit's ball.
You have to shoot those. Just one pass too many. There, Thomas has a smile on his face. He thinks about he's spelling victory.
It's really a high-scoring game between these two squads, both playing defensive-minded. Dumars, fake right, go left, gets high, underneath, can't shoot, goes over the right corner to Walker, back to Dumars to drive the base, cross to left, Lambier squares, jump, shoot, gets it, rebound, Walker, blocked by Bailey, Bailey grabs it, they call goaltending on Thurl Bailey. Darrell Walker gets the bucket.
And again, those offensive boards.
Walker with 10 in the game. Stepping inside and going up. That's a good call. That shot was away. Here's Stockton, front court left. 12-point lead for Detroit. Stock drive, the middle, underhand scoop, up, won't go. Rebound, front four. Walker knocks it out of bounds. Jazz ball. So Utah will put it in play. 109-97 Detroit. 3 minutes and 49 seconds left in the game. Karl Malone will go into blue. Laterally left to Stock. Stock, big right, go left. Can't get away, turn back to the paint. They call him for traveling as he made a pirouetting move, but the bucket disallowed.
John Stockton changing his pivot foot as he tries to spin toward the middle. Thinks the crowd don't like that.
Isaiah, right to left front court. Isaiah got about Stockton. Isaiah peels back left side. Karl Malone there to double, and they call a foul. So Isaiah shoots 2 to foul to Stockton. That'll be Stock's third. As we mentioned, both teams in a penalty. Stockton has 15 points, 10 assists for the game. Isaiah, 39 points, 14 to 20 for the field, and 9 to 12 at the line, and 4 rebounds, and about 4 assists. Thomas, the free throw. No good. They'll have another.
And the assist is, basically, John's a team player, and that's one of the reasons he was selected. And I guess a lot of fans don't realize that.
But he was selected what? Isaiah makes the second.
Selected to the Olympic team.
Thank you.
Oh. I guess the thought was there. But.
All right, Stockton right side, shot good. Stock gets 2. I'd have 17. Yeah, you're right. That's John was selected to the United States Olympic team, and Isaiah was bypassed. So that every time Stock does something that's not favorable to fans, boo him, and every time Isaiah lights them up, of course, they cheer here in Detroit. Here's a steal as Lambier tried to pass it. Karl Malone steals to Stock to Blue, drive, hang, score. Blue Edwards right side, and Stockton the assist. 13 for Blue. 110 to 101, Detroit. Walker front court. Walker hibbity hops up top. Trying to wait for the ball. Here's the whistle. Trying to go to call.
Moving kick there. Looks like on Orlando Woolridge.
They got it. Jazz ball. Had another chance to cut into this 9-point lead.
Lambier moves on the pick also, but if you don't run into the pick, you try to run around it, you won't get the call.
Stockton for 3. Yes. Stockton. That's 20 for Stockton. 10 in the fourth quarter. 110 to 104. Detroit by 6. Walker left side to Dumars. Back to Walker. Jazz trapping. Walker down the middle. He'll hand it back out front. Dumars to the angle left. Walker. Shot good. Darrell Walker. Big hoop. That's 12 points for Walker.
You're so right. That was a big hoop.
8 points. The lead for Detroit. Stockton left side. Stockton drive in the paint. Go back to Blue. He'll take one for 3. He got it. Blue Edwards for 3. 16 for Blue. 112-107. Detroit by 5 with 2 minutes left of the game. All right, Isaiah straight away. Isaiah right side. Stockton chases him down. Isaiah three-point range. Yo-yoing right hand, left hand. He'll come back for the jump shot from 18. It's good. 42 points for Isaiah Tomas. 114 to 107 Detroit. Stockton right side. Stockton drive the middle. Base right to Jeff. 10-foot leap and leaner. Good. Jeff below from John Stockton. That's 25 for Jeff. Isaiah with the ball. 5-point lead. A minute 26 seconds left in the game. Aizeyya to Walker. Darrell Walker left side of Lambeer. Back to Dumars. Jazz trapping. They work it around the horn. Down the middle to good old Orlando. Woolridge missed the layup, but a foul. Boy, that's a delayed call on Thurl Bailey. His second. Thurl not happy with that call. Woolridge gets two.
Pass there by Joe Walker. He tried to switch it. Caught him on the head. Had nothing to do with the shot. And this telecast is presented by the authority of the Utah Jazz and the National Basketball Association solely for the entertainment of our audience. Any rebroadcast, reproduction, or any other use of the picture, descriptions, and accounts of this game without express written consent from the NBA is prohibited.
Woolridge makes the first and the second. He has 15 points and 7 rebounds, and the Jazz take a timeout. Now we have 1 minute and 15 seconds left in the game. And Aizeyya Tomas has scored 42 points, 27 in the second half to lead Detroit. With the timeout, Detroit 116, Utah 109. With Ron Boone back at the Palace in Auburn Hills. Detroit leading the Jazz 116-109. Now tomorrow night we'll be in Washington. The Jazz against the Bullets. That'll be at a 5 o'clock start with a half-hour pregame show on our Prime Sports Network. Midwest Sunsell, the head coach, will be with us. And on our pregame show along with Jerry Sloan. Hope you'll be with us. We'll have a lot of action. A half-hour pregame show. So that's tomorrow night. Here, it's all Aizeyya Tomas. Detroit leading 116-109. Stockton with 20 points and 13 assists for the Jazz. Aizeyya has 4 assists, 42 points for Detroit. Lou Edwards to inbound. Lou Edwards to inbound from midcourt. Blue lobs it up front to Karl Mэлoun. He'll take a three-pointer, short and out of bounds. Detroit ball.
That was an air ball. That was a
ball comes into Dumars. Down court, Darrell Walker. Walker holding and fouled here. Stockton reaching to stop the clock. Stock gets his fourth. Murdoch will check in. Stock comes out. Stockton leads with 1 minute and 2 seconds left. On the line, Walker. Free throw good. Walker with 13. Walker misses the second rebound. Bailey. We'll head now to Eric Murdoch. Murdoch right side for three. Yep, no good. Tipped up in the air by Bailey. Grabbed by Karl Mэлoun. Over the shoulder, flip good. A mailman with 31 in the game. Ball into Dumars. He's fouled immediately to stop the clock. Jeff Malone, his second. Free throws to Dumars. 15 seconds left. Detroit leads 117-111.
The young rookie Eric Murdoch in the ball game because he can shoot the three-pointer, but plus he has fouls to give. John Stockton fouling out. Dumars at the free throw line. 79% going into tonight's ball game. Tonight from the free throw line, he's shooting 2 for 2, 3 for 3 now for Joe Dumars as he makes his first free throw.
Dumars Valley cheese, made in minutes and very festive. Oh boy, Cache Valley cheese. Dishes make dinner and snacks. Stay with us for Cache Valley. Right corner, Murdoch for three. Misses rebound. Karl Mэлоun. Right corner to Murdoch again. He'll raise for another three. Missing. Rebound knocked down. Picked up by Walker. And a foul to Bailey. Big T gets his third.
Clear the bench. He's going to bring in Corey Crowder, David Benoit for Jeff Malone, and looks like Karl Mэлoun. Malone boys will be replaced.
So Jeff leaves with 25. Karl will come out with 31. On the line, Darryl Walker, 119-111 Detroit. Walker makes the first. He has 14. Walker for another. That's good. Walker with 15. 121-111 Detroit. Woolridge up top. Woolridge peels right. Whether Murdoch drive, hanging up and score it on the grab. Nice move. So Eric Murdoch has 10 of the game. Here's Dumars. Down court, right side, Isaiah. He'll shovel underneath, and on the pass off his foul. Woolridge was open for the dunk, but Bailey the foul. That'll send Isaiah to the free throw line.
No, this is a ball game, a big ball game, I think, for the Detroit Pistons. They have not been playing very well. Landier had some comments in the paper today that he's tired of hearing we haven't adjusted to each other, and we have to get used to each other. So we have to sacrifice our bodies and everything right now and win ball games.
Isaiah with 43 as he makes the first. Isaiah again, and it's good. 44 points for Isaiah Tomas. 123-113 Detroit, 12 seconds left. Murdoch, right side, 12-footer, good. Eric has 12. That's a career high for him. Down court, Isaiah. Knocked away by Blue, out of bounds with 7 seconds left.
Going for the home run there. Nice down and out play there by Isaiah Tomas. Except Blue Edwards there to block the 2 points.
All right, to inbound, Dumars. 123-115 Detroit. Ball to be inbounded by Dumars. He gets it into Lambier and off his arm and out of bounds. Jazz ball. The Jazz take a timeout.
With 6 seconds left on the clock, and there's a, and a lot of fans don't realize when you call a timeout like this, you want to just get used to running a play in a tight situation. You never know when you might need this as a game winner.
So it is a timeout. 6 minutes, 6 seconds rather left in the game. 6.6 seconds. Detroit 123, Utah 115. We'll be right back following this timeout. Right? What's the NBA rules? Brian?
What's the home team rule as far as post-game guests?
And we asked for Isaiah, they say no. Team Detroit with the lead. Tomorrow night, the Jazz on our Prime Sports Network gets the Washington Bullets. That'll be at the Capitol Center tomorrow night, 5 o'clock Salt Lake time with a half-hour pregame show. Hope you'll be with us. All right, Blue Edwards to the right corner to Corey Crowder. He'll put up the jump shot from three-point range. The rim's out of there. Tipped up by Benoit out there. Way out front to Blue, and at the buzzer, he'll take a three-pointer. No good. And that's the end of the game, and Detroit a winner. And they move to 5-3, and the Jazz go to 4-4 on the year. So the final score from Detroit 123, and Utah 115. side. And, of course, there's a lot of animosity here about John Stockton and Isaiah in that battle for the Olympic team. Stockton selected. Isaiah was not. Stock had 20 points, a great game for John. He had 13 assists and played his normal perfect game. Isaiah had an outstanding game. He was 2 or 3 points away from his career high and shot the ball and shot it often, and he made them tonight. And they are both great point guards any way you want to look at them. But Detroit, the winner. And our Super Subway sub of the game tonight belongs to Orlando Woolreach. The Detroit Pistons, a guy that's been up and down with his ball club and has not played well here in the last couple of games. But tonight he had 15 points, went to the hoop and went well. Sparked a couple of rallies coming off the bench for this Detroit game. So Subway will donate $100 to child abuse, to his favorite charity around the country, the child abuse. And they'll get $100 from Orlando Woolreach, got his name. So the Jazz, led by Karl Mэлoun, who had another 30-plus point game tonight. His average up over 30 now for the year. By the way, we wanted to try and get with Айзейя Томас on a post-game show, but Detroit took him away from us. They break an NBA rule there, the bad boys. They're supposed to go to the visiting team. We did not get him. But we'll be back with our Subway sub of the game, Orlando Woolreach, on the post-game show right after this timeout with Detroit a winner, 123 to Utah's 115. Welcome back to the Palace at Auburn Hills, Michigan, where tonight Detroit a winner over the Jazz, 123 to 115. I'm Rod Hundley. We welcome you to our post-game show, and our guest, Orlando Woolreach, one of the newest members of this team, a former Notre Dame All-American. He played with that run-and-shoot Denver team a year ago, and now a little different system here, and he's got to adjust to that. And he had 15 points tonight in the ball game and played well coming off the bench. He sparked a couple of rallies.
Well, you know, with this team, you got to come out there and look at what's happening. You got to be solid defensively as far as rebounding. A little different than what I did last year, but, you know, this is a team of role players. It's a little different because we're playing the style is a little different than what they were playing last year, but, you know, you got to come in, see what's missing, and go out there and try to add the best you can.
You know, in Denver, you run down there, and you're the first guy down, raise up and let it fly. Here you fake, you say, better not take that.
I know. You know, that was a lot of fun last year. I must admit that, although we didn't win a lot of games. But here, I think it's more challenging because I have to concentrate on a more complete style of play. And I think it forces me to play a better brand of basketball. You know, there are some nights when it comes really easy, some nights when it comes really tough, but that's to be expected when you come with a new team.
One of your best moves is when they isolate you and you spin across middle and make that 360 move quickly. And it seems like if you don't get the bucket, you get fouled because you're so big and quick that the other guy can't stay with you.
Well, that's the play that I've been trying to utilize. A lot of times when I get the ball out in front, I'm trying to go around a guy. He's going to try to overplay me in one position. So if I can get him to overcommit one way, I'm going to try to reverse pivot to the other. It's a move I've been doing for a few years now, so I've been trying to perfect it as best I can.
Must be fun to be playing with this ball club, though, even though you're 5-3. There's nothing wrong with that. Your record, but you know, 2 world championships here most recently, and you got a great ball club as you get it going.
It's an exciting style of play. You know, the winning tradition is already established here. The guys feel a lot of professionalism about the way they go out and do their job. I'm just excited about being here and being part of a great situation, and you know, hopefully I can get one of those rings. That's definitely my goal.
All right, don't go away, Orlando. We'll be back and have more from Orlando Woolreach, where Detroit a winner here tonight, 123 to the Jazz, 115. All right, welcome back to the Palace in Auburn Hills, Michigan. Detroit a winner tonight over the Jazz, 123 to 115. Last year, the Jazz won both games. They won here by 2 and won by 21 out of Salt Lake. They'll meet again December 14th and at the Delta Center in Salt Lake coming up. Our guest, Orlando Woolreach, who had 15 points. He was our Subway sub of the game tonight and did a great job. I want to talk to you a little bit about Айзейя Томас and John Stockton. Of course, you mentioned the crowd here. Of course, they're going to boo every move Stockton makes and cheer every time Айзейя does something because John was selected to the Olympic team and Айзейя was bypassed. And then today in the Detroit paper, Scottie Pippen says if they replace Magic with Айзейя, he won't play for the Olympic team. Why is all this going on about Айзейя?
Well, you know, a lot of it's a lot of nonsense. You know, there's an unbelievable rivalry between the Bulls and Detroit. Matter of fact, we went back there to play last week, and the animosity between the two, it was unbelievable. And a little fight, a scuffle broke out back then, and those two guys got into it. You know, to hear that come out, I think it's really, you know, tasteless. We don't really need that in professional basketball. You know, guys coming out here doing the best we can. You know, when we go over there, we got to be unified, and I think that's just not going to help the team for guys to start that up already. I just hope they clear it out, and you know, I hope Isaiah's on the team.
What kind of guy is Isaiah?
Isaiah's a great guy. He's a professional guy. He goes out and works hard every night, and he wants to win. And he's dedicated to do whatever it takes to win. And I think sometimes people take that the wrong way. But he's a great guy, and he wants to win, and I hope he's on the Olympic team.
You know, he told me, he said, out here warming up before the game, he said, I didn't say anything. And these guys just keep popping stories about me. And he said, you know, one thing, I like the way John Stockton's handled everything. And you tell him that. And I said, I will.
Well, you know, John's a class guy. I don't have to tell you that. I mean, you see him every day, the way he approaches the job, the way he gets the job done night out and night in and night out. Just like I said earlier, you know, you can almost go to the scorecard and punch in 20 and 13. That's just his style. And I'm sure he's going to do well and represent the country well.
All right, we'll take a look at one of your plays here, that spinning move that we were talking about, going to the basket. And, of course, there it is, spinning back to your left and going in there. And then Karl Mэлoun came over to help and got the foul, and the ball rolled.
Back on the left side. Hayes with 18 points. They give it to Barry. Barry puts the move on the rig and pops outside.
In a situation like that, where they feeding the Big E down low like that, if Wilkes doesn't front him, they've got to put pressure on those guards. Make these guards stop right here at half court. But if they can't put the pressure out there, they can watch. Big E's going to kill him underneath.
There goes the red. Didn't like what he saw, so he put it up. And Unseld has an